Let's see if I can do some Stan Lee storyboard stuff and play the voice. Let's see if we can do this.
Get down to the New York Stock Exchange. Jim Cramer joins us
Well,
now.
here we have the area of an object and some change in field to the diameter, F and X. Oh, I was mad at SATs. Oh, I was mad. The alpha particle here is equal to change in field in bars, which is 1 over C to the 1 over atmospheres, which is a B field, and change of model beta U to the omega limit on whatever x squared plus y squared is going to equal to the square, or C squared. C's at a limit of equal but not limited to 1 over bars. Whatever gear, stone, you know, it's got some twists. It could be the Flintstone brakes, passing it through the key, but that's an alpha particle X. And you're going to want that area as much as the diameter, any energy value of the mu or the voltage, wattage, amperage, and that's going to be that 2 kind of field, 2 over C. When they get you into some hard numbers, about 2 over atmospheres of composition, the elements between hydrogen, or excuse me, well, this would be helium, into hydrogen, which is a reduction limit of the heat, light, and sound. Given in this equation, SATs give you, you would get SpaceX as an answer. EX to the example of A to SpaceX would give you solid rocket fuel to liquid rocket fuel as a example in housing and compositions of the fitness camps. Obviously, the elements of the periodic table to product line 1 over C squared to the light switch product line in the bits and bytes frame rate to hydrogen to UUF. I tried folium. I was thinking about it. And then the third set would be Tylenol to aspirin recrystallization at 32 degrees Fahrenheit. You didn't catch that frame rate inside of there. The total reduction of this housing wouldn't be a smooth set, or a alpha beta particle to the response of this is what the shadow looks like. The X inside of there would be the results of where you are in the tracking of that object's wobble, or however that metrics is the framing that house problem.
But the tenor of the market is very angry.
The new one.
So anytime you see the futures up, you know that there's sellers. Like last night, she was talking this morning on the 5. It was really great.
8 black holes a week, Lego. I mean, when you kind of know that's where they are, camp them out, make sure they're hard, put a laser beam on it. You know, you're making sure that that camps. Well, again, you still have to watch the housing. It's still, and then competitive limits to how many of them they go on to, taking it on through the...
Hey, Jim, how much of that is options activity, too? How much of this gets exaggerated because there's so much of that's happening with the calls?
Well, I think what's happening is you've got a lot of people who do options, a lot of people
the horizon limit of Russia taking Ukraine from the Kremlin is sitting at the desk and hoping that these index Powell playing through on the druids that would, that as long as it's on the budget, are going to help and really be able to play that as long as those are easy to check, easy to look up.
The machines are willing to sell it at 31. So they cut right through 34, and there's no bid underneath 33, 32. Next thing you know, stock's 31.
School has a budget. This town has a budget. So that's what that budget is. If there was a time on an index to do a thing, especially nowadays.
In our careers, and it doesn't.
Again, because you can make this camp explain this to go do certain things.
Don't pay attention to what the future's doing. Pay attention to what you like. And they're going to get you a great price for what you like.
Somewhere different.
The other day.
It might do different things.
You know, we have a lot of stocks that literally you can get them for far lower than they should because the machines are obliterating them.
I was going to give you a look. In order to do this job, we need them machines to be able to get out here and do this. Otherwise, it'd get...
There's this thing I forgot, Al.